Hello friends, in this video we are going to discover the top 10 best places to live in Rhode Island. Small but perfectly formed would be the way we would describe the U.S. state of Rhode Island in New England. Home to just over 1 million people, this coastal state is famed for its quaint colonial villages and rugged beaches. There are several developed cities in Rhode Island, like Newport, which is well known around the world for its sailing scene, as well as Gilded Age mansions, which are photogenic, to say the least. The state capital is a busy and bustling Providence. The city itself may not be an ideal location to live for some, but escaping to the city is a fun-filled day nonetheless. Brown University grounds, Rodger Williams Park, and Waterplace Park are all firm family favorites. Unlike in the Midwest, there are few large parklands and wilderness areas to enjoy in Rhode Island. For what it lacks in greenery, it makes up for in droves with rough and rustic coastal walks and soft sandy beaches. We have taken into consideration factors like proximity to good public schools, health facilities, and house prices when creating our list of 10 best places to live in Rhode Island. Although not all will be to your liking, there is certainly something for everyone in this small but perfectly formed coastal state. Kindly make sure to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon before we start this video about the 10 best places to live in Rhode Island. Now let's dig deeper into each of the top 10 best places to live in Rhode Island. Number 10. Portsmouth. Portsmouth, Rhode Island is a great town for families. With something of an aging population, Portsmouth has become a popular place for retirees to base themselves, thus making for a rather diverse population of 17,361 people. Portsmouth is a suburban area with a small-town feel. Couple this with the fact that there is water all around, there is lots to love about Portsmouth. Home value here is on par with the rest of the state. Although a stately 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom family home can cost up to $580,000, you can find a humble $250,000 3-bed home equally as easy. Number 9. Fox Point. For what Fox Point lacks in high-quality public schools, it makes up for in nightlife and easy commute options. Although not perfect for young families, Fox Point is a great place for millennials and those who have opted not to have children. You will not be surprised to hear that Fox Point is one of the best neighborhoods for millennials. As such, we can expect to see Fox Point feature higher up our list in years to come as Generation X put their mark on the area. There are lots of restaurants and cafes in Fox Point, making for lots of opportunities to socialize with friends. Public transport is not as effective as it could be, but not much of an issue either. Number 8. College Hill. Unsurprisingly, with its close proximity to our ISD and Brown University, College Hill is an area popular with millennials. Once formal studies are over, many students like to stick around and settle down in the neighborhood. Clinging on to that student life perhaps. Crime levels in the area peak and trough. The crime statistics of the area are a little higher than many would like, on paper. With that in mind, local people say that they feel safe and secure in their homes. Due to RSID and Brown University being the focal point of the neighborhood, there are fewer public schools in the area for youngsters. This drives College Hill, unfairly, down the ranks. The schools available for parents to choose from are good schools. So if you find a home you love in College Hill, don't let the schooling statistics put you off. Number 7. Wayland. Wayland is a lovely neighborhood in Providence itself. Home to just under 5,000 people, much like with Hope, there is a village-like feel to this inner-city suburb. Both ethically and economically, the population of Wayland is diverse, making for a strong and happy community. Public schools in Wayland are not up to the same high standard that you would find in Barrington, for example, but they are still performing above the national average and consistently hitting targets. There are plenty of opportunities to get outdoors and active in Wayland. With good weather pretty much the year round, you can enjoy everything the area has to offer whenever you like. Number 6. Narragansett. The historic town of Narragansett is as charming and rustic as they come, offering residents access to some of Rhode Island's best coastline. On a sunny day, when the tide is out, there is little better than taking the family for a stroll along the beach in Narragansett. This small suburb has few properties on the market, so you'd have to snap up any property that took your fancy pretty quickly. House prices here are consistent with the rest of the state but still above the national average, likewise with median rent too. Local people's only complaints would be that in the summer months the influx of tourists is sometimes a bit much. That said, the area is clean and safe, so it is a downside that can be learned to be lived with. Number 5. South Kingstown. South Kingstown is certainly an area to consider if second-ranking Kingston itself took your fancy. Boasting solid A-rated schools, parents would be right to look into moving their families here. This small neighborhood is friendly and welcoming. Couple this with low crime rates and there is little to find fault within South Kingstown. Local people note that the beaches around South Kingstown are a joy to explore. A real community spirit operates here, especially in times of need. Along with the University of Rhode Island students who live on campus, South Kingston is home to 30,577 people. The East Mattoonic State Beach is a long, sandy beach complete with ample picnic areas for friends and families to enjoy. Number 4. East Greenwich. East Greenwich completes our top 5 best places to live in Rhode Island. Another suburb of Providence, East Greenwich is home to 13,114 people. Much like Kingston, East Greenwich is an ideal spot for those looking to rent. With median monthly rent coming in at under $900 a month, this is a more affordable renting area. If you're looking to buy a property in East Greenwich, you better start saving. Median home value is $413,300. That said, there are 3-bedroom properties on the market for under $250,000, which is very reasonable for this affluent area. Public schools and amenities are all in good working order around here. Crime statistics are low, making East Greenwich one of the safest suburbs in the state. Number 3. Blackstone. Blackstone is the most urban, city-like of our best places to live so far. Blackstone is a neighborhood in central Providence, along with the Seekonk River. Residents here have access to some brilliant schools, many of which are performing above the national average. Commuters have a direct route to Boston, New York, and Connecticut, which means that there are some great job opportunities from within easy reach of the Blackstone area. Residents do note, however, that public transport in the area could do with improvement. Right now, it is important to own your own car living here unless you're lucky enough to land a job within walking distance of your home. Number 2. Jamestown. Jamestown gives residents a taste of island life while being firmly connected to the mainland. Tucked between Block Island Sound and Buzzards Bay, the views around Jamestown are a real treat. Fun fact for you, Jamestown is the second largest island in Narragansett Bay, after Aquidneck Island. The island is home to 5,400 people who are proud to live in the safest place in Rhode Island and pride themselves on the community they have created here. Being connected to the mainland on both sides by Highway 138, commuting options are aplenty. Although, one thing to consider, house prices in Jamestown are pretty steep. Median home value is $516,200. Spacious gardens, garages, and private driveways almost come as standard here. Number 1. Barrington. Rolling in at number 1 is wonderful Barrington. This suburb of Providence is the most popular and highly sought-after place to live in Rhode Island, and it's easy to see why. Starting with the outstanding public schools, parents can rest assured that their little ones will receive a top-notch education here in Barrington. Schools here boast A+ ratings from elementary level right through to high school. As you would expect with such a popular area, and with so many properties overlooking the Providence River, house prices here are a little dearer than the national average. A small price to pay when you think about the great commenting options, the social life created by this warm community, and of course job opportunities too. So, which is your favorite places among the top 10 best places to live in Rhode Island? Well, that's all we have for you today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the content of this video, click the subscribe button so you can receive more content like this. Post your favorite places among the top 10 best places to live in Rhode Island in the comments below. I'd love to read them, and I'm sure others would too.